Vina, what's up with you?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm alive, so I guess I'm doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vina Love. Vina, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm well. I'm well. Nice weather today, so I'm doing pretty good.
Yes, yes. Well, I'm glad that, I can finally talk to somebody and look presentable. Our brother was looking rough the last couple shows, but I'm back to my normal self now, so that's what it's all
Good.
about.
Good.
So, real quick, how are you handling COVID-19?
I'm hanging in there. Sleeping, cooking, writing, planning a lot of stuff, spending a lot of time with myself. I'm in a good place. I'm ready for it to be over so I could perform again.
Yes, I am all the way with you on that. It'll be nice to kind of get back to our lives. Not saying that it will be
Hmm.
all the way back to normal, but still, get back into
Right.
the swing of things.
Hmm.
And now, during this time when everybody's been in the house, they've been discovering new things or new talents. What new things have you discovered about yourself that you probably didn't have before COVID?
I am a great cook. A very great cook. Like really, really great. Like I really surprise myself sometimes, but I'm a great cook.
I love it. So, what is your favorite thing to cook?
I make steak a lot, but I could really make anything. Chicken. I'm gonna try to make oxtails tonight or tomorrow. So we're gonna see how that one goes. But for the most part, pretty much anything.
Pretty much anything. Has any of that cooking, like, did somebody teach you how to do it, or is it something that you just picked up on?
No, my grandmother, my whole entire life, she always been cooking and I've always been around, but I just never my mom always cooked. So I never like went and like took initiative, like, okay, I'm going to make dinner. But yeah, being in the house, you don't have nothing to do, put your mind to it, you can make it happen.
So true. All the way true. And,
Mhm.
like, speaking about putting your mind to it, like, what made you decide to be a singer?
I was a dancer first. When I got to high school, I went to performing arts school, so it was like dancing, singing, acting, all in one school, like one place. So I just took a swing at it. Like I knew I had a voice, even though I went there for dancing. I just went and like tried the singing part, and I loved it. So I just went from there.
When you first got started, was it challenging?
No, not really. I spent so much time like training myself because I would like sit in the house and like my training was like hearing my favorite singers and like their songs and like trying to match my voice to that. So that's how I like became flexible with like, just different keys and tones and things like that. So when I got to high school, it was really everything I already had taught myself. Now I'm just like, getting the professional critiques and things like that. But no, I was already pretty much into it.
As a singer, besides Mary J. Blige, who is somebody that you've always admired?
Etta James, voices like Monica, Brandy, Jill Scott, Alicia Keys, all those kind of people, like people who write and have like these sick, amazing voices.
Those sick, amazing voices, out of all of them, which one would you say had the most influence on you?
Um, Alicia Keys, because from when I was young, like those are the songs I was like learning to sing, like "You Don't Know My Name" and
Yes.
"Falling" and all those kind of songs. So that's really I was like coming of age to like understand certain songs, and like that was my era. Like Alicia Keys' era was my era.
And now in this era, you have vocalists such as yourself and more artists. Who are some of the artists today that you would definitely like to work with?
I love all the female artists in the game right now. And just as far as even overseas, like you have, damn, I forgot her name. It's a couple people. It's this girl I started listening to, Snow Allegra. She's really, really dope. Snow Allegra. I listened to Summer Walker, of course. I listened to Justine Sky, um, Kaylani. I listen to pretty much everybody. I'm waiting for SZA to release another album because I really, really love SZA. But I listen to pretty much everybody right now.
When you talk about albums, yours is expected to come out this year.
Hmm.
Do you have a projected date, or are you still
No,
trying to just take it easy?
yeah, definitely want to take it easy because there's so many other things like going on like that. Of course, that's a part of music, but like I just want to be in a correct position to do. It's my first album. I wanted to do well. I want to be like I want to push it the correct way. So I'm definitely trying to put myself in a better position to release an album and know that it will do what I know that it can.
And you've been working on it for about 2 years, correct?
Mhm.
Why? And now I'm just curious. Why would you work on it for 2 years?
Because times change and songs change and you end up making better music and just so many things. Like there's songs that I made from 2016 that's on the album that I absolutely love and I would never take off. But then there's also songs from 2016 on the album that's like, all right, we could replace that with a better song. And we end up going in the studio and making better music than we ever imagined. So you spend some time picking and choosing, letting people hear it out, and trying to see if it's timeless. I think that's really what it is for me. Like if I could play an album that I made in 2017 and play it in 2023, and it
Yes.
still sounds good and it still sounds fresh, then that means that we made a timeless album. We made timeless music. So I have to be the first judge of that. I have to be the
Yes.
first one to critique that. So, and then just on top of that, just strategizing in terms of releasing and promoting and all those kind of things. So, I'm trying to be really, really strategic. And I know now that it's highly anticipated, I know when it releases, all that weight will be well waited for.
Music is timeless. Is that what you want people to say about yours?
Yes, absolutely. Because I that's all I listen to is timeless music. I listen to Anita Baker. I listen to all of those kind of people, and I'm only 23 years old. So for my generation, we have songs that I'm sure when we get older we'll listen to and be like, oh, like girl, you remember this song? But
Yeah.
I want 10 years from now. Oh, you remember Vina's first album? Like the way people are like, oh, you remember Beyonce's first album? Like that, like have that kind of impact.
Yes. On this album, I believe you have the single "Drip" and "Henny V."
Hmm.
How did those songs come about for you? First one, how did the song "Henny V" come about?
Hany V came after Drip. Hany V, probably, I want to remember the exact month. It was sometime like the ending of 2019, and my producer had sent me like a pack of beats. Like he'll send me like a good 20 beats like every month or two, and that was one of the beats. And I had heard it like a month prior to me actually recording it, but I was like, why does it sound? It sounds so different now. Like it don't sound like it sounds better now than it did
Yeah.
when I heard it the first time. So whenever I hear a beat and I instantly come up with a melody, that lets me know like, okay, this is gonna be smooth. Like this is gonna be a good song. So yeah, that's what happened with Henny V. I just started like the way you hear it is exactly how I wrote it. Like chorus, went into the verse, I put the chorus there, and then went to the next verse. So it just flowed so easy. When I got in the studio, we recorded it. Same thing. It just flowed through so easy. So yeah, it ended up working out. And that's like my like alter ego, I guess you could call it. So I knew it was a little sketchy in terms of like lyrics. Like as soon as the song
Yes.
comes on, it's like it gets straight to it. But like that's what I wanted. Like I wanted it to catch your attention immediately because now you're listening to the lyricism, but you're also listening to the flow. You're also listening to the notes. Like it's just so much calmly packed into one song. So that was pretty much my point. And now that people, I'm getting feedback from it. Everything that I'm hearing is, yeah, they get the point.
It's amazing that they get the point along with your song "Drip." Was that one was that one a natural one for you to create too?
Yeah, absolutely. My producer was playing. He's the same producer that made Henny V. He was on live one morning, and I tell everybody this. I'm not a morning person, but I happened to be up. It was like 7 a.m. and he was playing the beat. I'm like, yo, send me this beat right now. Like, send it to me now. Get off live and send it to me now. Don't send it to nobody else. He sent it to me. I wrote it. I literally wrote the whole song in 1 hour. Again, when it happens like that, like so naturally and just so quick, that's how I know like it's gonna end up being a good song. So that night I had a session, but I was like recording a bunch of other songs. Drip, I was just like, all right, let's like just try to lay the reference down real quick so I got it and then we could just go back to it later. So I recorded it, but the first like the take that you guys hear, like the one that's
Yes.
out, that's the first take and the only take we did. It just came out like so like perfect. Not perfect, but like, like for
That's a
for
gift.
artists to not have to do it over and over again, like that's like that's lit. Like to not have to continuously do it over and over again. So the first take, we did it. I added some background vocals and I was like, all right, so I'm done. We finished. And if you notice, like the ending of the song, like most songs have like ad libs and stuff. Like
They
Drip
do.
has none of it. Like it has just straight vocals. It probably has like a harmony here or there, but like no ad libs, just straight vocals. Just straight the verses, chorus, whatever, whatever. So yeah, that's how it happened. And then I held the song for probably like a year and well like 6 months, and then I shot the video, and then I held it for another 6 months and released it with the video.
When the video came out, how now this next question I just gotta ask because you know your
Mm-hmm.
pops is a legend.
Mm-hmm.
When the video came out and he saw how you were dressing, how you were dancing, what was your pop's reaction to that?
He was there. He was at the video shoot.
Oh, he was
He was,
there.
yeah,
Okay.
he was literally there. So there's like a tub scene in the video. It's only like one shot, like towards the ending, and he was like he had to help us put the water in the tub and stuff. Like he was like, and he's looking at me, and I look naked, but I wasn't naked. Like I just had on like nude, like undergarments or whatever, and
Yes.
like he was looking at me like, "Are you naked?" I'm like, "Dad, no, like not at all." So yeah, like it worked out. He was there. He was there. He was able to put his input in and things like that. And he knows I'm not gonna put nothing like crazy like in the video. So,
Yes. How much influence has he had on your career?
my dad, you know, what's so crazy. Like, I didn't really get to understand. Well, I knew who my dad was as a kid, but I didn't really get to understand like his legacy and like who he really is until I became an adult. And the more I got into my career, and the older I got, and the more I would hear about him, is when I started noticing, like, okay, let me pay attention to certain things that he does. Like, so again, now that I'm an adult, I have like the access to like go watch. Like, I was just watching Def Comedy Jam from season 1 the other
Yeah.
day. Like, as a kid, I would have never known how impactful that was. Now, as an adult, I watch it. It's like, damn, like he was really a part of something big. So I'm learning more and more just from what he's been through. Seeing him be on the tour bus though as a kid definitely hyped me up a little bit. Like I want my own tour bus.
Yeah. I remember last summer I met your dad at a Cincinnati Jazz Fest.
Nice,
And I got a chance to hang out with him for the entire weekend, and it changed my
nice.
whole perspective on a lot of stuff. So,
Mm,
if don't nobody else say it, I got the utmost love and respect for your
thank
pops,
you,
hands down. He's got an
thank you.
amazing man, an amazing daughter. So, what was it
Thank
like
you.
for you guys to be on TV together?
It was different for both of us. I never intended to be on reality TV. It was never like a vision of mine. They reached out, and we wanted to make sure that going into it, we were going to get something out of it. Like it wasn't just going to be like full of drama, and it was just going to be purposeless. Like it had to be some kind of purpose for this. So once they pitched to us that it was about family, of course we're going to run into conflict, but they want to see that, you know, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Like that's the goal. Once we had those meetings and everything, we got on the show. Staff, everybody was cool, and yeah, we rode the wave. We took whatever came with it. If it became drama, we tried to find a way to maneuver properly, but entertain
Yes.
at the same time. But we have careers outside of reality TV, and that's not downplaying anybody or anything that has to do with reality TV. But we have something going on aside from that, so we had to make sure that while on TV in front of these cameras and with these people, that we weren't doing anything to harm our businesses. So that was definitely key for us. But I think we did pretty well.
Had being on that show, did it help your career?
I think it helped me more so with promotion, like getting people to go to my Instagram and see who I am, catch my name, catch my face. Even if you didn't really hear all the music, it's like, okay, Vina. Like, all right, I heard that name before. Or I seen her. Like, she dresses nice. Like, something about the show like sticks in your head. So I think it definitely helped me in terms of getting my face out there.
What can the people expect from you anytime they see you perform?
Ooh, a show. Always put on a show. And I think again, I grew up on greats. I grew up on, you know, just watching these shows, and when you think of Michael Jackson, I just said this yesterday, no matter what he's done, you remember him as being Michael Jackson on stage. You
The
remember
greatest
him
of all time.
exactly. Beyonce, the same thing. Prince, the same thing. These people when they get on stage, they leave a mark on you that you never forget. And that's key for me. like putting on the show. Like that's what we're here to do. It's entertainment. And to be trained in singing, dancing, and acting, how could I not put that into my career on an everyday basis? How could I get on stage and not do those things that I've been trained to do? So it's it's definitely a show, like a real show, like a circus act show.
A
So
circus act
dancers,
show.
yes, dancers, outfits, everything is all tied together, and it's so fun to watch and just see it all come together.
You are a native of, I want to say it's the Bronx, New York?
No, I'm from Harlem.
Harlem, correction. You're from Harlem. How much of that Harlem mentality do you put into your music?
A lot. And sometimes I have to pull it out a little bit to be universal and not a local artist. And that's sometimes hard to do because you're used to pleasing a certain crowd of people. But when you want to be bigger than what you are, you have to think bigger than that. You have to think the rest of the world, what's going to appeal to everybody else. So when you listen to Hany V, that's really like the Harlem coming out of me. But then if you listen to Air, that's more of a universal song. That's a song that will play everywhere, anywhere. Somebody from Germany or uh, Paris or something may listen to Henny V and not really understand the lingo that I'm speaking. But
Yes.
Air is so simple and so like it's just boppy and like poppy, so it makes sense to everybody else. But I definitely have to tone down the Harlem sometimes. It's a little
well,
hard, but
which one do you like more, Henny V or Drip?
I love Henny V. I love Henny V way more, just because I'm really expressing more so of myself. Like I'm really saying the things that I normally couldn't or I normally wouldn't say. Like the first line in the song is crazy. Like that's not
Yeah.
something I would just like randomly say. So I was really like just being my alter ego, saying all the things that I normally wouldn't in a song. So that's really that's I think I resonate with that one more than Drip.
Are you still independent or are you signed to a label?
I'm still independent.
Would you ever want to be signed, or would you
Yeah,
more so just
absolutely.
want to be okay? And the reason why I say that is because sometimes the artists, they feel like when you get signed, they take away a lot of your creativity.
Hmm.
They take away a lot of the things that ultimately got you signed. So
See, now
would
here's
that
the
happen to
thing.
you?
No, you have to do the groundwork before you try to bring yourself to any company. If you don't have the knowledge, then you're going to walk into something that you don't even know is good for you. A number may sound good, but what are the details? And first and foremost, if you don't have the proper team, you will run into things like that. I don't mind signing to a label. I have to have creative control. I have to be able to handle my business the way that I already do. Anything that I sign to is just an add on. It's just an add on to what I already do. So signing to a major label, that would be amazing, but we have to have the correct terms. I have to be comfortable in my deal. I can't give you what you want if I'm not comfortable. So we both
Yes.
losing. So if I'm just signing because of a number, that's not really efficient for me. So I feel like it's really about the deal. It's really about the team that you have and how far they're willing to push the other team to get what you need as an artist. And that's having a lawyer. That's having a business manager. That's having a regular manager. I have two managers and a business manager, two lawyers. Like you have to invest in yourself and pay for those things and make sure you have that ammo. So when it's a situation, a deal like that comes, you're able to correctly analyze it and sign the proper kind of way. But at the same time, being independent is hard, but it's not something I'm opposed to. Like
Yes.
if I ended up being an independent artist for the rest of my career, I have no problem with that. I'm cool either way.
You're cool either way. Has any big time labels reached out to you yet?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We've taken meetings, we've done all kinds of things, but and not to say anybody was like turned down or anything like that, but like things like that take time. Like you have to really think about where you want to be and what fits right for you. So if you guys see me signed to anybody, just know like they're right for me. Like this
Yes.
is something I studied and I made sure it was comfortable for me.
With everything that you have going on and all of the things that you aspire to become in the future, what is it right now that you want people to take away from you the most?
I'm capable of doing absolutely anything and everything. Doesn't matter the field. maybe not sports. We're probably not gonna get in the sports field, but everything else, anything I put my mind to, I can do. I can be a businesswoman. I can be a chef. I can be an actress. I can be a model. I can be everything, a songwriter, a producer, an engineer. I can be a choreographer, a dancer. I can do every single thing. And and that's not bragging. That's what I worked for. That's what I've done my whole entire life. And I want people to find something that they love, study it, and invest in themselves and put it out into the world. It does not matter where you are from. Yeah, my father's K Capri, but I'm from Harlem. I'm still a little black girl from Harlem, and I felt closed in. I had moments where I felt like I couldn't go nowhere. I felt moments where I felt like my community was where I was going to be stuck in, and I was just going to be going to school and not really doing what I wanted to do. But I put my mind to it, and I made sure that the people that I had around me believed in what I believed in so that we could all go get the same dream, all go make some money and show other people that it's possible. So my goal for everybody is to know like anything is possible.
How do you stay motivated even in the difficult times, or even in those times when people say, well, the only reason she's here is because she's Kid Capri's daughter?
Just knowing that I did the work. It doesn't matter who my dad is. I did the work. I sit in the studio for 12 hours. I do 15-hour shoots. I sit in my work. I make sure I do everything that I'm supposed to do. And when you do that, can't nobody take that from you. You can't take away the fact that I worked for it. So it doesn't matter what nobody say. But to stay motivated when I'm feeling down, definitely my family. My whole entire team is my family. And just wanting to put positions and the amount of work we've done over the years, like it has to pay off. So I just keep thinking about that. Like, yo, we did all of this far, where we could be if we spent that amount of time. Just keep going forward. And yeah, that's really what keeps me motivated.
I love hearing how you said your team is your family, because sometimes in this business, what happens is the people that you have representing you, they're just with you. They're not necessarily your friends. You wouldn't consider them your family. How important to that? How important was it for you to have people around you that made you feel like family?
You broke up a lot. Say it one more time.
Okay, so I was saying, how important is it to you that you have people around you that are like family?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I hear you now. Say it again.
Okay. Okay, so I was asking, like, the people around you, you said they're like your family. How important is it for you that you have family-centered people around you?
No, they're actually my family members.
Oh,
Like
they
we are
actually are your
actually,
family. Okay.
yeah. Yeah, we're
Oh, because
actually
I
family
was just
members.
asking, because sometimes what happens is you got people that'll say, this is my brother, but it's really not your
Hmm.
brother. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So,
No, these are my actual family members. Some people are family friends for like years. Like one of my managers, she manages my dad. She's been and my mom trained her, so she's been around since before I was even born. Of course, I consider her a aunt of mine. But yeah, my dancers are my cousins, my older brothers, my choreographer, my mom's my manager. It's really like a family thing. And for us, like you hear it like how do you work with your family, like how is it so easy to work with your family, and we set boundaries.
yeah.
It's really about like, yo, we taking care of business. If you don't do your job properly, we still family, but you can go venture off and do whatever it is that you need to do, and better yourself. And if you ever decide to come back and you need a job, you're always welcome. You might
Yes.
go off and learn something that I need you to learn to help me take care of my business. So it's never no bad blood. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. If it does, it does. And yeah, that's just that. At the end of the day, this is, yeah, I'm the face of it, but this is for us. This is for us to, have a legacy as a family, for us to be, setting up our kids for better lives. So we got to look at the bigger picture. So everybody has that in their brain. And I think we got it tight. We got it locked.
Yeah. Well, when you're not busy, when you're not recording, when you're not doing things of that nature, what do you enjoy doing?
Sleeping. That's like,
Enjoy sleeping. I've been doing too much
yes.
of that during this daggone COVID-19.
That's my favorite thing to do. Sleeping. I love like laughing and stuff. So anything that involves laughing, I'm with that. But yeah, I'm pretty chill. I don't really like get into too much.
Okay, well, since you don't really like getting into too much, you look like you're chilling right now. We can go ahead and get up out of here. But before we go, a few things. You're from Harlem. You're from one of the biggest places in all of the world. Are you into the New York sports scene at all?
The New York sports scene. Yes. Yes.
And the only reason why I asked that is because I'm a big basketball fan. So I was going to ask you a couple
Okay.
questions about the Knicks, but y'all have been relevant in years, so I'm not even going to go that far.
Okay. You know about Jelly Fam?
Yes.
Zay! Got a basketball player here.
But I say I'm a huge NBA guy. I'm a big sports fan, but that's the time. You know what I'm saying? I could do that another time. You're a busy woman. You got stuff to
Nah,
do.
you gotta see this.
I guess
Now that you
okay.
say that, you gotta see this.
I'm
Zay,
just I'm
come
just saying.
here!
I hope they can come.
He come. He in the room. He walking. He got a haircut, so he lit.
I love it. That's right. We looking fresh today.
Sing, say hi to Love. Say hi.
How you
He's
doing?
a
What's
basketball
up,
player.
bro?
Oh, what's
Say
good? How you
hi.
doing? Huh?
Good, man. So
Yeah,
real
put your
quick.
clothes on. He talking to you.
Oh, you said? You
Nah, I
said?
was asking her. No, I was asking her since she's from Harlem and I wasn't sure if she was into like the sports scene. I was asking her is she like big on sports, big on hoops and things of that nature. And she directed me to you for a hot second.
Oh, okay.
So I was asking her like, does she have a favorite team up there? Only because the Knicks haven't necessarily been the most relevant team in the NBA. I'm just saying.
Nah, you right.
Well, at least I got an answer directly from him. I don't need to be debating nobody. I can do that on my off time. But
Mm-hmm.
regardless of it, Vina, I appreciate you for taking this time out with me
Thank
real quick.
you.
If anybody wanted to connect with you, learn more about you, get your music, how can they do that?
You can find me. Oh, sorry. You can find me on Instagram at VINA_LOVE. You can catch my singles on Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, all that good stuff. And catch a visual to Drip as well as Like It on Worldstar. We passed 1 million views, so I'm hella hyped for that. So go check that out.
Love it. Well, if you need some more press, holla at your boy. In the meantime, Vina, thank you so much for being with us on the Chris Gunther Show. Vina Love, ladies and gentlemen. God bless. See y'all next time. I'm out.